Hi guys, it's Sticky Onion, and today I'm gonna show you guys all the fishing gear I carry and why. Um, by now I think you guys have realized that I love fishing and I do a lot of fishing. And let me show you guys the bags I use to carry them. So this one 4-layer I use for sea fishing. I keep 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rods. So each chamber you can put more than one rod if you need to. For example, here you can even put 3 rods. So this bag I use to for river and lakes. I usually carry like 8 to 10 rods on this bag. So let's go to my rods collection. Why I carry this out of all the different other type of rods from Ugly Stik and other brands. So I personally like Ugly Stik because I had few times where the tip broke while I was trying to throw a heavy lure. It doesn't happen with Ugly Stik. They're pretty strong, the tips and the rod itself. So that's my reason for Ugly Stik collection. But I do have other brand rods. For example, this one is from Abu Garcia. It's ultra light. Ugly Stiks are not ultra light rods. This my wife uses because she doesn't like the heavy rod, so that's the reason I carry this. But me personally, I always use Ugly Stik. And okay, so on the left we have the carbon. If you talk about beauty, this is the most beautiful rod. It's ultra beautiful rod. Like if you want to carry something that is super gorgeous, you don't care about the comfort, this is the rod to go. But me, I personally, I use the Elite. The reason is it has a comfortable grip. So it's not that heavier compared to the carbon, and because of the comfort, for hours after hours, it actually doesn't get fatigue as it would get on the carbon. The carbon is, yeah, it's not easy to hold. So this one, the GX2, this is the rod I admire the most. This is so versatile. You can catch from tiny fish to all the way up to big sturgeons with this, or a striped bass in the sea. So this I use, the GX2 I use for both sea and river or lake, wherever I need to. So I did buy a catfish rod. You can see here, it's a 7-foot version, but it's heavy. It's not as light as the GX2, and the GX2 serves the purpose to catch carps, catfish, big sturgeons. So technically I never use it. So I take them in the sea, but even there I don't use it. I use the GX2 for mackerel, striped bass and so on, and bigger fish I use this one. This is a big water, but a very special edition. 20 to 40 pound. This is only 8 feet. Now I want to talk about this rod. This, you will find 9 feet, 10 feet big water rods, or even other brands, 10 to 30 pound line rating. This is a very strong rod. It's not heavy, it's light compared to its length, and it's only 8 feet. Why I like this? Why not the bigger rods? Simple, guys. It's easy to fit in your trunk. I'm sure you guys had this experience where you have a Civic or a Corolla or a Mazda, and the rod is so big that you can't fit it in, so you have to lay one of your seat and put the rod halfway in the trunk and halfway on your seat. And this 8-foot one, it's super strong and it's very easy to carry. It will fit most of the trunk. So that's my reason. And after getting this, I got rid of all the 12 feet, 11 feet, 9 feet. They're in my cabinet. I never use them anymore because it's just a hassle carrying them. And so yeah, these are all I carry. So for sea, I'm gonna carry the catfish, which I'll never use. I'll carry 2 GX2 and 2 big water 8 feet, 20 to 40 pound. And for river and lakes, I'm gonna carry GX2 for big fishes, and small fish or even medium fish, I'm gonna use the Elite. Okay, so now today I wanted to talk to you guys about two braids that lot of people like. They're gonna say different things. Oh, that one is better, the other one is better, but I will give you my thoughts. I have been using them for years. Like the Power Pro V2 Super Slick V2 versus the 832. There you go. You can easily see the V2, which is this one, is thicker than the 832. Both are 80 pounds. So diameter, the 832 is thinner. The Super Slick Power Pro V2 is thicker. Now, first thing is strength. Which one is stronger? If there is a constant stretch, so no movement of the fish, it's just giving a constant pull, or then the V2 is stronger. So the V2 constant stretch, it's stronger. So let's say if it's rated at 80, if you're constantly pulling it, you might be able to pull 90, 95 on the V2. Whereas the 832, if it's rated 80, it might break at 81 or 82. Now, how about sudden stretch? All of a sudden, let's say the fish pulls. Sudden stretch, all of a sudden, unexpected. The V2 will break way more than the 832. The 832 braids are known to break when sudden stretch happens. Compared to monofilament, they stretch and absorb the sudden stretch. But the 832 is a very special braid, and I can't admire this enough. The 832 is one of the only braid, in fact, which sudden stretch, it doesn't break. It's very hard to break with sudden stretch on the 832. It may still break eventually, but I have never had the 832 break once. I've been using them for years, guys. For example, this one, you can see the focus on the camera. Wait, see how badly it is, almost at a breaking point, but it will still go years. It will not break. Now, how about color fading? The 832 fades way higher than the V2 or Power Pros. So let me show you a difference. This is a new braid. This I've been using for 7-8 years. Do you see the color difference? Yeah. So what do I recommend? Simple. I'll make it easy for you. So as you can see, the V2 Power Pro V2 is thicker and the 832 is thinner. Oh, by the way, guys, air knot I want to talk about. So because it's very mushy, it's very bendable. The other one is super closely knit. It's not a mushy. It's not that bendable, right? So when it's very windy, I found the V2 gets way more air knots or wind knots compared to the 832. The 832, because it's not that bendable, so on a windy day I got 4 air knots from the V2 and I only got once on the 832. So that's my experience, and both 80 pounds. And this reel was actually on on this one, so technically yeah. So that air knots much less you are gonna get on the 832, sudden breaking less. So what is my suggestion? Because the diameter is thinner on the 832, so for example, if you're used to 30 pounds on the V2, get the 40 pounds of the 832. So now you have not only higher constant stretch breaking, also higher sudden stretch breaking resistance. So both superior. If instead of using for example 20 pounds of the V2 super slick V2, use a 30 pound of the 832. They will be similar in diameter, maybe a little bit difference, and casting distance will almost be the same, but now you have strength on both sudden stretch and constant stretch. Okay, so that's my solution. That's what I do. And okay, next thing I want to talk about is Kastking. This is, I believe it's called the Megatron, Kastking Megatron, and I just got a Sharky. And these are not very big reels, but guess what guys, they are both 18 kg drag. That's massive for a small size reels like this, right? So they were super high rated. Which one should you get? So I'm gonna show you guys a problem with the Sharky 2. I'm a bit disappointed because of this. Let me show you here a live demonstration. So let's say, okay, that didn't go out. Let's try again. So there is a design flaw. Usually you have the handle something to support on the other side. This one is just screw in type of a handle, right? So there is a possibility it may come out or go loose. So I hope Kastking is gonna see this and they will make an updated version. They just have to change the mechanism on this part so that it doesn't come out or get loose. Yeah, and so by the way, the Megatron version, I think it's called Megatron. Pardon me if I'm saying it wrong. This, on the other hand, doesn't have that issue. So the two side they are holding the handle, and it will not come out like the other one will do. So yeah, if get the Megatron version, it's a better one. And these reels are really powerful reels, guys. And here is my 130 pound 1200 yards. You guys must be thinking that, are you crazy? What are we gonna catch with this? Trust me, I'm pretty crazy when it comes to fishing. I will try my luck to catch really big fishes with this. So yeah, so what should I recommend? 832 or V2? Less air knot on the 832, less breaking of sudden stretch, maybe a little bit. It is inferior to constant stretch than the V2. So just get, for example, instead of 30 pound of the V2, get 40 pound of the 832. They're gonna be similar in diameter, casting distance will be the same, and you get now both the sudden stretch and the constant stretch, plus less air knot because they are stiffer, they are not that flexible, unlike the V2 which is very mushy and flexible. Alright guys, thanks for watching.